That's the noise. When you hear that noise, you know it's about to get good. But how does the good get good? Well, that all starts right here. My name is Perry Lacroix, and I'm an executive at a little company called Netflix. We've had a lot of successes over the years, and I've been a key player in lots of those. The "Are you still watching" screen, that was me. I thought of that. BoJack Horseman, that was supposed to be pronounced BaJack. But after I heard that goofball Will Arnett flub the pronunciation during the first VO session, I just thought we should roll with that. These are the kind of decisions I want to empower you to make. With this lesson, I want to share my expertise with you so you can also become a successful Netflix executive, because it's a ton of fun. We're talking about a level of success where the former CEO of Blockbuster leaves you late night voicemails where he's just weeping. But what a nice guy, such a talent, such a character. And he never actually says it's him on the voicemails, but you can just tell. You get very familiar with the very distinguished cries of former CEOs. And that's the level of success I want for you. So let's dive in. We do not like saying no here at Netflix. It's such a negative word. No, it's gross. So it's really our policy here at Netflix as much as possible to not use the N-word.
Oh, no.
Did I say something? What's wrong? What I'm saying is nothing good ever came from saying no. So we have a policy here at Netflix to pretty much greenlight everything, because when you say no, you become the bad guy. And nobody wants to be the bad guy. Look at it this way. If you release 100 Netflix originals in a month, one of those is gonna be a hit. We're talking math, we're talking statistics. Have you ever played roulette? If you bet on everything, you can't lose. So we're always just snatching up ideas left and right, you know? If you have a meeting with me, I'm probably gonna greenlight your idea. Just last week, my lawyer came into my office for me to sign some documents or whatever. By the end of the meeting, I had given him a stand-up special. And he doesn't even know comedy. It's gonna be fascinating. Oh, and definitely, absolutely, 100%, you need to greenlight any true crime murder shows. People eat those up. You know, when I hear something in the news about a new serial killer, I just think, great. I mean, obviously, that's bad news for a few people, I know that. But when you think of the enjoyment that our audience is gonna get from our dramatization of the events, it's hard to see it as fully a bad thing. We actually have a team at Netflix that scours the globe just looking for cool murders. You know, people kill each other in very interesting ways, and we just love that. To be completely honest, we are starting to run a little low. Now, have we considered taking matters into our own hands? Of course, but you'd probably get in trouble for that. But we are professionals. But you'd have to be very discreet. Everybody in the industry seems to be worried about money, and I just don't get it. I mean, I literally don't understand. Just to give you an example, this one time we spent like $9 million per episode of this show called Marco Polo. Now, to be honest, I thought we were funding a reality show based on the popular swimming pool game, but it turned out to be some kind of epic historical drama. Still pretty cool. Anyway, nobody watched it. After that happened, people were coming up to me like, what are you gonna do about losing so much money? What's the plan here? Get more? What are you talking about? Have you heard of banks? They're filled with money and they give it to you. That's what they're there for. They just hand it out. There are no strings attached, as far as I can tell. So as a Netflix executive, you know, money's not really gonna be an issue for you. In fact, money's probably gonna solve most of your issues. You know, by throwing money at things that bug you, they'll kind of just go away or work themselves out. I throw money all the time. It's very therapeutic. It's actually a great workout too, you know? My deltoids are getting shredded from all the money I throw at my problems. One of the top Netflix accountants keeps coming by my office and saying silly things like, "We're $20 billion in debt. You need to stop throwing money." And guess what? A couple of fistfuls of money at him and he leaves me alone. It's like magic. You might be wondering, oh, what's your secret? How do you get people to watch your shows? I mean, these things don't promote themselves. Actually, they do. See, what you do is you get famous people in your shows and your movies. That's built-in promotion right there. The person's already famous, so the legwork is done. And people like looking at famous people. They like looking at their faces, they like looking at their hair, they like when famous people say things, and then another famous person says something back. I'm told by my marketing team that this is organic promotion, and the way I understand it is that means it's all natural. You know, these celebrities have been raised in good homes, they're artisanal, pesticide, and they're free range. So they've been running around their whole lives antibiotic free. They don't use medicine. They've been certified organic by the USDA, the United States Department of Actors, I guess. Another great promotional thing we like to do at Netflix is to just shove our content in people's faces. Because people are watching stuff on our platform, you know? So you open up Netflix, what are you gonna see? An ad for our new show. It's gonna be in your face. You can't miss it. Oh, I'm sorry, did you come to Netflix to watch a lighthearted sitcom? Well, here's a look at our new show. Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. They have to wear the same pair of jeans the whole movie. Will Ferrell has a cameo as a broom. And when people finish watching, you know, we'll just start playing something else, whatever we want. You're here now, so you can't leave. Now that you've completed this course, you should have some valuable insight as to what it takes to be a high-powered Netflix executive. Is this a difficult job? No, no it's not. It's a lot of fun. Everybody likes you. It's so much fun. I love it. Could I be replaced by an ATM that just spits out money and says the word yes on the screen? Probably. Is this a sustainable business model? Well, who's to say? My accountant certainly doesn't think so, but who's to say? Also, as a special bonus for having completed the course, I'm happy to announce that all of you will be getting your very own Netflix original. Personally greenlit by me. I could just email you some cash. If you just give me an address and a vague idea for a show or a movie, I have all this money. Just let me know, just email me. We'll make it happen. You guys only use 2 cameras on this? Where'd you spend the rest of the money? Well, here's a look at our new show, a high fantasy about a house that just wants to make you breakfast. The Bicycle Chronicles, just the live stream of a bike. What if a bunch of astronauts got measles? That's a show. Let's Get Divorced. A promiscuous car. That's it. That's the idea.